For the past year, there is this subject which interests me so greatly, and I have done a lot of inner work when it comes to this. And I think it's the time for me to start sharing with you from what I learned and what I have understood in the past 1 year. And why it interests me so much is because I understood that we live in a world where femininity it's not really that appreciated, and we grow up in a way which is completely opposite. Nobody teaches us about what is feminine, what is masculine. Nobody teaches us about inner work. Nobody teaches us about the subtle energies and this way of being. And today's subject is going to be the values of feminine essence. Of course, femininity has a lot of different characteristics, and for example, it can be playful, soft, caring, giving, receptive, life-giving, heart-centered, and intuitive. These are a few of them, but today I want to talk specifically of 4 of them, which I will tell later in the video. So what is this feminine essence? This feminine essence is something that exists naturally. It's not something you have to go find it or go get it or do things which are stereotypically feminine, right? So this is something in our essence. It's something we are born with. So what happened towards the years is that we live in a society where the masculine energy is at the peak, and that will push the feminine way down, and society will say, no, that is not the way. You have to strive, you have to push, you have to be a goal-getter, you have to go through the challenges, you have to be focus-minded, you have to have exact goals. This is such a masculine way of being, and because of that we suppressed our way of being, and later we try, later in life we try to come back to it, and we don't know what happened. Either it can manifest through a depression, anxiety, different diseases in the body, and especially reproductive diseases are at peak, infertility, and so many more, but this is completely another topic. So what is our understanding about femininity right now in the society? We think that feminine is weak, is frivolous, is emotional, something that should be overcome. It should not be there. This is not good, right? And this is sad. If we look right now on our understanding of femininity, it's really sad, right? And what I see as a woman is not through the typical lenses we see a woman. It should be like this, should have the house, take care of the children, cook in the family. No, those are just the stereotypical ways of being a woman. How I see a woman is how can she be her authentic expression of life and be happy and manifest, attract what she desires, right? So now coming to the 4 essence or the 4 qualities I wanted to talk in this video. And the first one is tenderness. This is a quality which comes from the heart, is a genderless quality. When we want to nurture, we want to help, we want to create, we want to give, and everything is coming from a heart, from the feeling of nurturing, right, of growing, of creating. This is the power we have, and we do this whenever we are coming from the healed energy of the feminine. Now, second one is radiance, and every single woman is in her radiant mode when she feels supported, when she feels accepted, when she feels worthy, when she's not striving to prove who she is. This is when she lives from grace and openness to everything which happens around her. There's this radiance. You want to be around that kind of woman. It's some kind of energy which surrounds her, and that is when she feels worthy and she feels supported. Third one is sensitivity. Sensitivity is a feeling which comes from inside or you can say it's this kind of intuition. We have this feeling or sense something might happen, or the other person is not feeling well. This kind of sensitivity to inside what happens in the body and to outside is one of the feminine essence we have. Now, when this sensitivity to life is distorted or diminished, it can lead to volatility, it can lead to numbness, and you won't be able to feel, you won't be able to enjoy the life. Not at least, the fourth one is softness. And softness is the state when the woman is de-armored. She doesn't have to put the shields to the world and protect herself. Softness comes when we feel rested in our body. We feel like, okay, I can relax. And here's the interesting thing is that in today's world, which is everything fast forward, like we don't even have time to rest. We don't have time to soften, to be aware of what the body is asking, right? So one of the questions which I put to myself is, how can I soften more in my body today? How can I relax more in my body? How can I have more fun in the things I'm doing? Because otherwise it's like, okay, what is the things I have to do today? This is such a masculine way of doing things. Like this, right? Like very goal oriented. This is not our way of doing it. And at last, I want to give you the analogy of how a feminine and masculine is. And this is the analogy with the vine and the trellis. The trellis is sturdy, is solid, is strong, is angular, is unmoving, right? Is directional. Also is uncomplicated, right? The trellis is so uncomplicated, you just have a support for the vine. Whereas the vine is colorful, is soft, is vulnerable, right? Is flexible, is flowing, is alive, right? The vine is alive. It is adaptive. It will adapt wherever it has place to grow. It will grow the vine, right? It is graceful. It is relaxed, right? You see the vine, it is beautifully relaxed on the trellis. So it's similar with the masculine and feminine, right? The masculine gives support for the woman to grow, to express. If we do not have the protection and we don't feel that masculine energy, we won't be able to fully express who we are. This is why having these two in a balanced way is so important. And we will discuss about this in the future as well, on how to bring the balance, what is the dynamic between these two energies. Thank you for joining me on this journey of understanding and rediscovering who we are. Now, until next time, stay healthy and happy.